The moment Lexi Hull stepped back onto Indiana Fever territory, questions exploded. Was this her final chance to prove she belonged, or would she somehow pull off the comeback no one saw coming? Fans and skeptics alike murmured about rumored showdowns, overshadowing stars, and controversies lurking in the background. Yet from the outside looking in, few truly understood the pressure coursing through her story. Today, we're peeling back those layers, unveiling the shocking twists and unexpected alliances reshaping Hull's career, and possibly the entire Fever organization. What happens when raw determination collides with relentless competition? Is there room for second chances in a league that moves at breakneck speed? Nothing about Hull's return is simple, and everyone seems to have a stake in how her journey unfolds. When Lexi Hull first entered the WNBA, she arrived with both promise and a cloud of doubts. Drafted in 2022 with the 6th overall pick, she was supposed to offer a fierce blend of shooting, defense, and leadership. But her initial regular season performances left critics unimpressed, and they whispered that she lacked the edge to survive among elite competitors. Some claimed she was on the brink of being waived, while others thought she might blossom if given time. Behind the scenes, rumblings hinted at tension during training sessions. A few insiders alleged that certain veteran players weren't keen on Hull's approach, a blend of timid outside shooting and occasional defensive lapses. One practice altercation, rumored but never confirmed, painted a picture of a young player trying to find her voice amid a roster of more established names. No matter how you looked at it, Hull's future felt shaky, and her supporters wondered if she'd become yet another cautionary tale of wasted potential. But the seeds of change were sprouting. Hull, known for her meticulous off-court preparation, pushed through hours of solitary workouts. Even when her shot percentage dipped, she refused to settle. And while the media questioned her staying power, she locked in with a single goal in mind, proving everyone wrong. The challenge was gargantuan, yet something about her dogged determination signaled there was more to this story, and it was only beginning. No one was prepared for the news that Hull had returned to the team's facility days earlier than anyone expected in the offseason. Most players were still decompressing after grueling schedules, some traveling overseas or taking a mental break from the daily grind. But Hull? She was on the court before sunrise, testing new footwork drills, refining her quick-release shooting, and even engaging in rumored late-night sessions when the gym was nearly empty. Head coach Stephanie White, known for her sharp eye and no-nonsense demeanor, reportedly stepped into the practice arena one morning and froze. She found Hull already drenched in sweat, locked in a high-intensity one-on-one drill against a male practice player. Where some might see desperation, Hull displayed calculated urgency, a do-or-die resolve that drew immediate attention from the staff. This raised eyebrows for another reason: the unspoken implications for team chemistry. Why was she back this early, pushing so hard? And was there a hidden directive from the front office urging players to up their game? Fever insiders claimed tension might explode once training camp arrived. Anyone not matching this level of commitment risked standing out for the wrong reasons. As word spread, speculation flared. Hull wasn't just fighting for relevance. She was battling to reclaim her entire professional future. A massive twist in Hull's journey emerged with Sophie Cunningham joining the Fever roster. Known for her fearless aggression and hot-handed scoring spurts, Cunningham presented both an exciting and daunting challenge for Hull. In many ways, they overlapped on paper, strong wings with potential to defend and shoot from the perimeter. But Cunningham's name recognition and established track record spelled trouble for anyone seeking minutes at the same position. Critics quickly proclaimed Hull was doomed. After all, Cunningham's offensive flair often made up for any defensive gaps, giving coaches a reason to keep her on the floor. Could Hull's defensive hustle overshadow Cunningham's superior scoring? That question took center stage in any conversation about the Fever's upcoming season. Behind closed doors, rumors of friction emerged, though details remained murky. Some claimed Hull felt undermined by the glowing praise showered upon Cunningham, while others said the two had a professional, if tense, rapport. One heated practice scrimmage allegedly escalated until coaches had to intervene. Though no official statements confirmed or denied this, the only thing certain was that Hull's early workouts likely served a dual purpose: improving her own game and sending a message. She would not be pushed aside quietly. The storyline was set for a rivalry that promised to be both captivating and crucial for the Fever's future. If there was one force that could instantly shift an entire organization's culture, it was Caitlin Clark. Even before she'd officially joined the Fever, her reputation blazed like wildfire, a game-changer with an obsessive devotion to improvement. Rumor had it that while other pros took well-deserved rests, Clark was orchestrating skill workouts so precise, it left veterans in awe. She operated as though basketball was not just her career, but her entire existence. Observers who witnessed Clark and Hull training side by side reported a startling synergy. It appeared Clark knew exactly how to position Hull for that perfect shot, leading her with laser-accurate passes, orchestrating short bursts of pick-and-roll sequences that gave Hull momentary open looks. The question was, why did Clark invest so much energy in building Hull up? Inside sources suggested that Clark saw value in Hull's intangible qualities, a relentless spirit, a willingness to learn, and an underrated defensive edge. Others speculated that forging chemistry with Hull offered Clark a strategic advantage, effectively unlocking new dimensions in the Fever's offense. Regardless, each day brought them closer, with whispered predictions that Hull might become Clark's secret weapon next season. Suddenly, every detail about their workout partnership turned into potential gold for talk shows and online discussions. Were they forming a dynamic duo reminiscent of iconic guard-forward tandems from the past? Or was Clark simply trying to elevate a teammate who was on the brink of losing her spot? Either way, the buzz was electric, and the unexpected synergy between them left coaches and teammates both thrilled and unsettled. While fans focused on the blossoming connection between Clark and Hull, darker whispers circulated about behind-the-scenes drama. Allegations surfaced that some players felt overshadowed by the new star power descending upon the Fever. Tension, they said, was lurking in every corner. From veterans worried about role changes to younger players feeling squeezed out of the rotation. One rumor claimed a private confrontation took place between Hull and a veteran forward who accused her of hogging extra reps in the weight room and the film room, effectively blocking others from vital off-season resources. Another bit of speculation insisted that certain high-profile teammates questioned whether Hull's intense approach was genuine or a stunt to court favor with the coaching staff. Adding to the swirl of speculation were cryptic social media posts from unnamed individuals referencing locker room politics and hidden agendas. No names were mentioned, but fans linked these to the Fever's internal disputes, fueling an online storm. Some demanded clarity from the team, others felt it was just standard off-season drama. Through it all, Hull maintained silence, letting only her workouts and unwavering devotion speak for her. The hush around these rumors only amplified their potency. If any part of them held truth, it meant Hull's biggest challenges weren't just on the court. She might be contending with a delicate web of relationships and power plays, all while trying to seal her place in the rotation. In contrast to the swirling controversies, the open gym sessions told a different story. Crisp passing sequences, rapid-fire catch-and-shoot drills, and a communal desire to forge something special in the coming season. Players who observed Hull and Clark remarked on their near-telepathic timing. One onlooker described a particular drill. Clark flung a no-look pass across the perimeter, and without hesitation, Hull nailed a corner three. It was the kind of intuitive, fluid connection that usually takes months, sometimes years, to develop. Further elevating the excitement was Hull's revived shooting form. Insiders note that her performance in earlier competitions had been shaky, particularly in high-pressure moments. This time, every shot seemed more confident, as though she'd found a sweet spot in both technique and mentality. The transformation was impossible to miss, but that wasn't the whole story. Defensively, Hull pushed even harder, refining her lateral movement and footwork. Witnesses reported her working through advanced drills alongside male practice players who specialized in physically challenging matchups. The idea was simple. Prepare at a higher intensity level than you'll face in regular games, and watch your in-game performance rise. The result? Observers insisted Hull was reading offensive plays more quickly, shadowing driving lanes and contesting shots with newfound vigor. Stephanie White, initially caught off guard by the scale of Hull's dedication, began to reimagine aspects of the team's strategies. If Hull could remain a potent defender while upgrading her offensive reliability, that opened up new combinations White hadn't considered. Could she pair Hull with Cunningham for a defensive-offensive double threat? Or would she rely on Hull to be Clark's anchor on certain sets, forcing defenders to pick their poison? The possibilities expanded daily, fueled by Hull's seemingly insatiable drive. As the days wore on, talk of what if blossomed into tangible optimism. The early synergy might become the Fever's secret weapon next season, an internal advantage that other teams wouldn't easily replicate. Yet, the real test was still on the horizon: preseason matchups, official training camp sessions, and eventually the regular season. Behind that optimism lurked an undercurrent of uncertainty. How long could Hull sustain this punishing regimen? Critics questioned whether her past struggles signaled deeper issues, or if the burst of early off-season energy would fade once the grind of full-team practices set in. Others wondered if backstage tensions, especially with Cunningham, would remain under control. And then, there were the shadowy rumors that refused to die. Some insisted that certain players felt Clark's meteoric rise put too much focus on the guard positions, potentially creating friction among the rest of the roster. Others claimed that Hull had unresolved personal matters. Speculations ranged from nagging injuries to alleged conflicts with staff over her role. A few fans whispered about a quiet meltdown during the last offseason, though details remained unconfirmed. Despite the swirl of gossip, the unmistakable truth remained. The work ethic Hull displayed was genuine, and it was shifting the balance in her favor. The phrase "final chance" got thrown around by commentators, but those who watched Hull train saw something more inspiring: a young player who recognized that each moment on the hardwood could define her entire future. If there was ever a time to leave it all out on the floor, this was it. Lexi Hull's story is far from over, and the stakes couldn't be higher. A year ago, many doubted she'd even last in the WNBA. Now, she's returning with a vengeance, setting a new standard for off-season dedication, forging a powerful connection with Caitlin Clark, and challenging a well-known scorer like Sophie Cunningham for minutes. But beneath every triumphant workout lies a sea of tensions, uncertainties, and unspoken questions that could redefine the Fever's future. For Hull, the biggest revelation might be that her greatest obstacle isn't a single rival or a tricky jump shot. It's the relentless pressure to prove she deserves a seat at the table. The months ahead will tell if her newly honed chemistry, unwavering focus, and willingness to evolve are enough to outlast any lingering doubts. One thing is certain: every dribble, every shot, and every strategic move in the offseason is shaping a narrative that no one saw coming. So as the Fever embark on a season that might be more crucial than anything they've faced in years, keep your eyes on Lexi Hull. Will she seize this moment and become an indispensable piece of Indiana's future? Or will hidden struggles and emerging stars overshadow the tremendous effort she's poured into reviving her career? The answers, as always, loom just beyond the next tip-off, and the clock is ticking for everyone involved.